Welkom bij een nieuwe aflevering van de Nederlandse Kubernetes Podcast. De podcast over Kubernetes voor iedereen. Ik ben Ronald en ik zit hier op TechX met...
Jan Stomphorst, solution architect ACC.
Ja, in de camera kijken. Hij staat recht op je deze keer.
Ja.
Heb je deze in, Jan, op TechX?
Nou, we hebben ontzettend veel mooie gesprekken. Veel mensen, ook veel mensen die we al kennen die langskomen. Het is een iets ander event dan we normaal gewend zijn. We gaan normaal naar Kubernetes events, zo natuurlijk voor onze Kubernetes mensen. En dus hebben we ook wel de interviews die we doen zijn ook wel wat breder georiënteerd. Wat heel erg
ook
leuk
wel eens een keer leuk inderdaad, toch?
is heel erg leuk.
Alles is leuk, alles met technologie is leuk. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce Yahya.
Hey.
He is the CEO of Java.
Java.net software.
Okay, and Yahya, can you please introduce yourself to our listeners?
Yeah, my name is Yahya Al-Salqan. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Java.net software company. We are in business for 26 years.
That's long.
Yeah,
Good.
Absolutely.
Good.
That means that we're sustainable. We're based in Ramallah in Palestine. Yes, Ramallah has a very evolving and growing IT businesses.
Okay.
We've been, for example, doing outsourcing businesses to major companies in the world like Intel for the past 16 years. Just to give you an example, we developed one application for Intel where Intel was able to actually sell 40 million copies of the software in 1 year.
Oh, wow. That are big numbers.
That's big numbers. And we've been providing this kind of software development, outsourcing, testing automation to Intel for the past 16 years and ongoing. Some of the other companies that we actually served, Fujitsu, BMW, Lufthansa, Oxford University, and 2 other companies actually here from the Netherlands,
nice.
Team Now and Datalog.
Oh.
We provided some software development for them.
Cool, very cool.
So,
What is your for your company? What is your best language or what do you program in?
in terms of programming languages, we are actually diverse, if you will. But the main focus now is Python, Java, maybe .NET. For the projects we're doing for Intel, it's purely .NET because obvious reasons. It's Microsoft, Intel, Wintel.
Yeah.
Wintel.
Wintel Camp.
Yeah.
But we also do Java as well and Python.
And Python is a Dutch language, eh?
Yeah, well.
Now, did you know the founder of Python?
I probably don't, but I will be very enlightened if you tell me.
He's called Arno van Rossum, and that's a Dutch guy.
All right.
Sounds very Dutch, yeah.
It sounds very Dutch.
And so you're doing Dutch languages.
Yeah,
It's just a side step.
Yeah, that's a side step.
Yeah.
So, to take it back a little bit, how did you get started in the IT? What's your background?
My background as myself, I'm a software engineer by myself. I carry or hold a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering, master and PhD in electrical engineering and computer science. After I finished my PhD, I actually worked as a professor in the university, West Virginia University in the US. And afterwards, I started my industry journey, worked for Sun Microsystems in the Silicon Valley for several years, then came back to Palestine and started Java.net.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
If you, to be more specific, my specialty of expertise is actually cryptography and crypto-related and information security related. And that's why part of the offering that we have at Java.net, we provide blockchain-based solution and crypto solutions as well. We're developing an application called Impacto Money. And Impacto Money, probably the first worldwide programmable stablecoin solution.
Interesting. Yeah.
And why did you go back to Palestine to start your own company?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Part of it is actually personal. and part of it is community-based, if you will. At certain time in your life and career, there are certain fundamental questions hit you, and one of which is actually what do you want to do and your mission in your life.
Yeah.
So I asked myself that question, and I realized that family is important for me. So I wanted to spend some time with my parents because they're getting old, and I'm glad I did because they both passed away. And I also wanted to contribute to the society where I grew up. And I asked myself if money is part of the mission. I already made some money in the Silicon Valley. So why not just contribute as well? So.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, very valid questions to ask yourself. Yeah.
And
So-
to be quite honest, it has been very good for us. I'll tell you one thing. In the first 2 years of starting Java.net, I made more money than I used to do in the Silicon Valley.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. yeah.
And what was your first best deal or we saw offering?
All right. Yeah, that's a very good question. Actually, one of them is I'm very proud of. We automated the court system in Palestine and also in Jordan.
Oh wow.
And
Nice.
that project,
The court system?
the court system, yeah.
And what did you do then? That's
Well, the court system at that time was totally paper-based. And the first version of the software, we automated the registry of the cases first. So instead of having it in a book, they're handwriting all the cases and so on. Now it become automated. The second phase, we actually automated all the cases from the start all the way to finish, to conclusion, including the correspondence with lawyers, with the plaintiffs, and so on and so forth, including the court's room schedule itself.
Well, you built a platform for that.
With the platform, yeah.
Ah,
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and to tell you the truth, the software that we developed, it's still in use till today.
oh.
Yeah,
Are you still supporting it also?
sort of, but we built the capacity also within the Ministry of Justice to run it their own as well. And because of that experience, we got the same opportunity to develop and automate the court system in Jordan. So those two projects actually last for about 6-7 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice.
That's a great Kickstarter also
That's-
for your company.
Yeah, it was just lucky or whatever it is. But,
Yeah.
at the beginning, in the first year, after starting, you start this kind of a big size project. That was fantastic.
Yeah. And just for our impression, how big is the IT sector in Palestine?
Yeah, well, that's a very good question. The IT sector is relatively the most growing sector in Palestine. I'll give you, for example, we have an association for the IT companies called PITA, which stands for Palestinian IT Association for Companies. I was the chairman of PITA board of directors for 4 years. Currently, we have around 200 different companies under the PITA umbrella.
Okay.
And that is probably around 40 to 50% of the big companies of the total IT sector. So for that matter, I think it is very growing. As you know, Palestine does not have natural resources like the Gulf countries or oil or what have you. But we do have our main assets are the human brains and experience. And people look at the computer science, automation, programming is the venue by which they actually can transcend all the border controls or what have you by the Israelis.
Yeah.
For that matter, I think it is the most growing and promising sector. It transcends all the restrictions, the geography. We always say that IT, especially software, does not have borders. And here we go. So
but it also helps your economic growth.
Absolutely, it contributes about 7 to 8% of the total GDP of the country, and it's actually growing.
Yeah. So you see a lot of youth taking up an interest in the IT.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have around 12 different IT specializations in different universities. Local Palestinian university who graduates very good caliber of students and graduates for the private sector governments to also absorb as
but because I have heard someone say that Palestine has one of the highest graduation levels in the world from universities.
That's true. That's true. Actually, Palestinians in general have the highest PhD holders in the world. For the past 30 years, perhaps. So I'll tell you, for example, my mother taught us one simple principle. Education and science is your passport to the future, especially when it comes to difficulties under the occupation. That opens the whole world for you. And I think that message actually is engraved in most of the Palestinian mindset nowadays.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there also wasn't a question what advice would you give to the young people who wanted to start in the IT, but that's basically already answered it.
Well, the advice is very simple. I mean, IT is the future. And if you wanted to build a future, you may as well just embrace the future tools. And IT is the future tool for the young generation to navigate their future, to succeed in their life. Whether they select any kind of different other discipline, IT will come to their face. So may they as well be prepared and embrace the technology firsthand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So one of those technologies is, of course, where we have a podcast about
this Kubernetes.
Nice segue.
Just to say the least.
Of course, Kubernetes. What's your experience with Kubernetes?
Well, actually, our experience is very long, because we need some sort of a container technology that automates and orchestrates the software development and also DevOps operation. That will cut cost for us, streamline the delivery of software, and also give you the chance also to upgrade the system in more frequent manners in a very systematic way. So we actually embraced this technology probably 7 years ago or more, actually.
Basically from the start.
From the start, because one thing about Jaffa.net, we always live, as I tell my staff all the time, we have to live in the minds of the future. And we need to actually embrace the tools necessary to upgrade ourselves day after day. And Kubernetes was one of them. I can tell you exactly the same paradigm we're doing now for AI. I told my staff, for example, by the end of the year, each individual one should be 1.5 of himself or herself by utilizing AI tool. And we're getting there. We're almost about 1.4 now.
Almost ready to release.
Yeah.
Ready to duplicate yourself also.
Yeah.
So what's can you recall one of the first projects you did on Kubernetes?
The first one, we actually did it for software deployment for customers. We do some of the software that we are actually doing is ERP solution. And we do the container for the ERP solution and also the customized version for the customer. So instead of just going to the customer side and do all the repetitions of the configurations and this and that, and maybe the operating system does not work properly or configured properly, we do the container, just copy the same container at the customer side, and here you go in a very quick way. You are actually being able to deploy it.
Right.
Some of the time we actually also use it for different versions of the ERP, within the organization, within the company itself, because some of the customers, for historical reasons, for example, they maintain the ERP version, let's say 13. We're working with a Belgian company, an ERP called Odoo. So, for example, if that customer is in Odoo 18 and we do some upgrade for them and so on, and becomes a new version of 19 came about. So we need to maintain the same container for the same environment for the customer, instead of just start bringing other version which could be problematic for the customer or data or something like that. Those are the two typical examples that we're using the container technology for that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes. I know he did like a masterclass also, like updating without downtime, right? So
Exactly.
And how do you solve then do you run then Kubernetes at the customer, or do you have one big Kubernetes cluster where customer software runs?
No, it depends on the type of the customer. Mainly we prefer to actually run it in the cluster in our side, as a private cloud, if you will, where we deploy the software for the customer in that way.
Okay.
So do you also deploy your own clusters?
Not necessarily our own per se. We have our own development cluster at the company, but when it comes to the delivery of the ERP solution, for example, we use Odoo cloud services for that matter to deploy our customized solution in their infrastructure, which is very good for us. It works very good and fine for several reasons, not only for technology reasons, but also for security and mindset of the customer. Whereas if they know that their data is actually fully secure outside of the country, especially after nowadays in the political problems that we probably have in Palestine, they have the mindset that their data is protected, their infrastructure and investment is actually also protected outside the country.
Yeah, right. No, go ahead.
All right. We always look at each other. Who can go first? I want to have a question. Now, and if you run on Kubernetes, do you have something special for your application you do to run on Kubernetes? What's your special sauce?
Honestly, the fast delivery and the ability to orchestrate the version control in Kubernetes is our main advantage of using the Kubernetes containers technology.
Okay.
That's the most advantage that we take care of, and the advantage that our customers also requiring and also appreciating on the long run without any single downtime.
Is there a place for Kubernetes in the ETF, Bitcoin, or space? Or
That's a very good question. I really don't know yet.
Crypto space.
In the crypto space, I really don't know if there are certain nodes of Kubernetes that can be fully integrated with blockchain. I am not aware of that, but that will be an excellent evolution going back to the how I would see Kubernetes actually evolving. I'm not aware of, but that's a very good future thing to look into.
Yeah, but if you look
are you aware of
and
any of these?
No, they're basically.
No, but blockchain is just a program that runs on a computer, right?
That's correct, but you also need to orchestrate things like in the lower infrastructure. And if you can somehow build nodes of Kubernetes that can also seamlessly deploy your solution not only on the node but also in the underneath blockchain, that will be a great evolution.
But how do you mean underneath in the blockchain? Because from my perspective, is the blockchain is just software. It's running on a machine, and you can put that in a container, and we can automate that to, if you deploy a node, it can also deploy automatically a container on that node that has blockchain technology in there. And we can do security networking settings really good in Kubernetes. We just had a networking guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's. I think what you just described is correct. But what I was saying that similar to orchestrating the delivery and automating the process, the container has accomplished so far in different development environments.
Mm-hmm.
It would be sort of automating also the deployment of a blockchain container, if you will, based on Kubernetes, to select what kind of layer 0 or of a blockchain that you need to deploy. I'll give you some more details. In blockchain, you probably have multiple layers.
Yeah.
Layer 1 and layer 2 and so on. The layer 0 is actually the selection of blockchain, and there are many blockchains around the world nowadays. So if you be able to actually make this deployment of your solution transparent from the service provider or software providers, and all what they need to do is actually to select what kind of containers in Kubernetes that can deploy their software in blockchain A or B or C or something like this, or across blockchain. That will be a very good useful use case for a lot of startup companies who probably will face some technology hurdles of connecting their solutions into different kinds of blockchains. That's what I mean. But that's something that need to be further well thought out if it actually becomes a business case.
I hear an hobby project. I was thinking, how can I do this?
Yeah.
That's for version 1.6.
Oh yeah.
Well, think about it. Think about it about the ORM technology when it comes to databases. The advances of software. If you have the ORM, you don't really, as a software developer now, worry about creating a table or this link it to this database or that database or something like this. That's exactly what I was referring to as an analogy. So where you have a layer in the container itself, where it becomes somehow transparent, you don't really care about what blockchain underneath you want it to plug it in.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it will do.
And
If that
a
makes
container is just a machine. Machine. It's a little process.
Yeah.
Can we do the same thing on a Linux machine?
Yeah, of course you can.
No, then yes, we can do that. No problem.
Of course you can.
When do you want to have it?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Done.
Okay. Yeah.
I will do it. Oh, yeah, no problem. But yeah.
So let me know if you were able to actually do it.
Yeah, no,
Be the first. I will be the first one to test it or to use it at least.
Yeah, because if you look at Kubernetes, they're really looking at it in the AI workload stuff.
Yeah.
At the moment,
I
to
was
make it
expecting,
suitable, because it all started as like a container orchestration platform, but it is far beyond only that now at this moment.
Yeah.
So perhaps this is another sidestep they can take. Looking at
what Kubernetes is since the last KubeCon is saying we can run stateful workloads.
Oh, right, that one, yeah.
Yep.
And I don't think, is blockchain a stateful workload?
Blockchain is not stateful.
Because
blockchain.
if you start up a blockchain node, it will pull in the complete blockchain and then do his thing after that.
Yeah.
So a blockchain is stateless. Awesome for on Kubernetes.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
done.
Done. Finished.
Something.
Podcast finished. Everything finished. I'm just coding now and it's done.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So, besides Kubernetes, do you see the adoption of other technologies or trends at the moment?
Well, obviously, there are two major shifts in technology nowadays we're facing in our eyes. Blockchain technology and crypto and AI. It's obvious. So whoever wants to sustain their business, they have to have some sort of a touch and or intersection with one of these two technologies or both.
Yeah, because you can look around.
You can look around here.
Yeah.
Everyone is AI.
Yeah.
Everyone is
I'm
doing
looking on the other side of our booth, and that's AI in the name.
something. Yeah. The same with like 25 other
Yeah.
people.
I would say probably 60% of the booths I visited, they have some sort of an AI in their advertisements or booth design or what have you.
We're missing AI.
Yeah, we're missing AI. Maybe next year.
Next thing. Yeah.
Is it also something you're looking at your company to integrate like in the platforms you already have built,
Absolutely.
like for the justice system in Palestine and Jordan?
Absolutely. We actually, as I told you, we look at AI from two different perspectives. One is how to empower our developers themselves utilizing the AI tools.
Mm-hmm.
And we are on 1.4 now. So hopefully by the end of this year will be 1.5. So from that perspective, yes, it is very essential for us to utilize these tools. Obviously, AI will never replace, at least now, the programmers, but they become their assistant. So from that perspective, yes, and also from the customer perspective. For example, one of the projects we're doing for Intel is called PETS, and PETS has nothing with dogs and cats. It actually stands for Platform Enablement Test Suites.
Mm-hmm.
What we do for this, I mean, Intel produce chipsets, and they have certain specifications for their chipsets.
Mm-hmm.
What PETS does, we run certain tests for conformance of the specifications of Intel chipsets for their OEMs when they use their chipsets to make sure when they get the stamp Intel inside, they actually have to pass the software that we built for them.
Nice.
So, for example, HP, Dell, Lenovo, Acer, all of these companies are actually using the Intel chipsets. They have to actually run the same software that we are developing for conformance of the specifications. Part of the PETs, there's a diagnosis tool
Mm-hmm.
and a diagnosis manual. What we developed last month, an AI agent, instead of reading the diagnosis book, if you will, or manual,
Yeah.
an OEM or engineer can actually chat with the AI agent we build, and they will give them the answer.
Ah, right.
So from that perspective, yes.
But also you can do like trend analysis, and that kind of stuff, right?
Exactly. And with the data that we populated, for example, in the court system, it's no-brainer.
Yeah.
That especially for lawyers to actually search for those databases, similarity in the cases.
Yeah,
what was the
dossiers,
resolutions,
cases.
and also for the judges as well.
Yeah. Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We always have a last question.
Yeah.
You can ask him.
Yeah, I can ask him.
Yeah.
Thank you
What's
so
the
much.
last
Thank you. I
question?
feel honored. I feel honored to ask this one question. So our final question is always, how do you see the future of Kubernetes? But we can broaden it up. Like, how would you like to see the future develop? And maybe if there's some Kubernetes in there, it's fine. But
I think it will be nice to see Kubernetes embracing AI to make it not only a deployment mechanism, if you will, or orchestration mechanism, but also more than that, to make it more simple, to maybe configure the Kubernetes node in very simple way or easier way. So it becomes the learning curve of utilizing this technology becomes much easier for any individuals, even a low entry engineer or DevOps can actually utilize this technology. That's what really comes to mind. Originally, it was a little bit complex to actually configure and to run the complex nodes or the Kubernetes nodes. the easier it becomes, the more pervasive it becomes. So, so that's what I would envision taking advantage of the technology to orchestrate the orchestration process.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for now, well, there's maybe not the final question, but for Java, for Java.net, how do you see the coming 5 years? Or maybe it can be shorter or longer, but in the near future.
I think, as we say, if you fix the money, you fix the world. I think we will definitely see more people embracing and utilizing crypto technology and blockchain. And if you actually couple the crypto technology and blockchain technology with AI, that's where I see the future. I will be seeing not horizontal AI, but vertical AIs. For example, now Gemini, ChatGPT, OpenAI, all of them are sort of horizontal, if you will. In the very near future, I think 1 year, 2 years, we will see some sort of a vertical expertise. Let's say AI in health, AI in software development. We see some tools, but not...
Like Copilot is something like that, right?
Something like that. So we will see the data aggregation of the sources, not only generic, but specific. AI for law, AI for education, for physics, for math.
Is there another risk in there? Because for my knowledge, and I think AI is not there yet, is AI still hallucinating as hell? And it's still, if you ask the question the right way, you will get a wrong answer. And the second thing is, I see people believing AI on their blue eyes. Because I've got blue eyes.
Blue skies.
Blue skies.
No, because I heard people say, chat, and they call chat GTP, call chat. Chat said it to me that it was right at this, because, but it's the question was wrong and it's still hallucinating. And how do you see that? Because that's a difficult thing.
Yeah, I agree with you, but don't forget that AI is still in its inception. But the level of acceleration of AI tools and utilities nowadays never been in the IT or tech sector of any other phenomena.
No.
I mean, I'm an older guy somehow. I've seen different waves of technology spread, but not as fast as they are. One of the major issues that most of the companies are trying to solve is hallucination. Immediately, and if you build your own RAG, that probably will restrict the possibility of hallucinating. When I was referring to, for example, the vertical, that means you have a RAG, but instead of just a small RAG, it's actually a large amount of data for health, for example, or for law cases, or...
But
so the hallucination level will become less and less.
Yeah, but the importance goes up. Because when a doctor, if you go to health, when a doctor believes the AI on their blue eyes, and you've got a rack, you've got everything done, but it says to you, you've got cancer because AI said so.
Yeah.
And we'll start treatment for cancer, and you don't have cancer, and that's it's a difficult thing.
Yeah, but humans also do mistakes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, it becomes an ethical issue.
Yeah, but it's
and an integrity issue of the doctor.
It's more accepted for a human than for a computer, because a computer is. It's not a human. Computer must do right.
I don't think AI will solve the whole world problems, some of which, but if you are confident about 80% in certain areas, that could be good enough. I mean,
but
but if it's a diagnosis of a
you're right. 80% is now enough. But if you use it in health or on law, on other things, then is 80% then enough? So
it depends. If it is life and death, obviously not.
no, but it's a really difficult thing because
If it is a physical therapy, maybe
that
that's all right.
doesn't matter. But still, if people are gonna believe that, and I just said my neighbor does the chat thing, but that's a difficult thing. So I'm conflicted.
It's difficult because now you also have like who controls the narrative, right? In AI.
Yeah.
So that's also a big thing.
And the AI is still not. It's how it's built. It's still an. Do you know what the origin is of AI that we use now?
Yeah.
Because we call that an invuloefening. I'm not sure how you translate that to English.
A what?
An invuloefening.
A fill-in exercise.
Yeah. So if the AI started with, you've got one sentence, we remove one word, and then AI puts in the word.
Yeah.
We've got one sentence, remove two words, AI puts in the two words, and then something magic happened.
Yeah.
And then we got some more automation implementation and some more answers.
That's true, because AI, most of the underneath technology is statistical based.
Yeah.
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 So
It's not, AI cannot reason. This AI we have at the moment, so the LLM ChatGPT cannot reason.
yeah.
There's reasoning in the text of ChatGPT. Oh, we're reasoning. It's not reasoning.
No, I agree with you. I mean,
It's trained answers.
No, it's statistics. That's
It's
what
statistics, yeah.
statistics.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it is statistics.
And
The
and
likelihood of occurrence,
Yeah.
statistically speaking, that would be the answer.
and that into health or law. I'm not ready to think.
Or
about
history.
Yeah.
That. Yeah, history. That's because that's all facts.
Yeah.
And AI is not about facts.
Yeah. I mean, AI will never replace humans.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So
Everybody wants to, but it's not. But yeah.
Maybe for the AI podcast next time, Jan.
maybe next time. Yes.
Sorry, listeners, because we got sidetracked a little bit. But
That's all right. That's all
Thank you
right.
for this segue. And
Yahya, thank you so much for joining us here on our podcast. And I would love to have this or follow up a conversation in the future.
Absolutely.
Maybe about AI, ETF, Bitcoin, whatever.
Yeah,
but,
you have my
thank-
contacts.
Yeah.
And I will take this opportunity also to thank you and to ask the listeners to come. We have a Palestinian booth here in TEDx. Just to tell you that whether my company, Jaffa.net Software, or other companies, Palestine IT sector is open for business.
Yeah,
Cool.
we will share the links in the description.
And one last thought, doing business for Palestinian is good for your business and also good for your soul.
We
thank
will
you
take
very
it
much.
to heart.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you.